Have you ever wondered why some people just seem so grown up? Not just in age, but how they handle life, how they handle relationship, how they handle just stresses at work. Emotional maturity isn't about being perfect. It's about understanding yourself, your own emotions, and how to connect with others in a healthy way. I want to share 8 signs that you're emotionally mature. I want to also share practical tips on how to make you grow. So, what is emotional maturity? Emotional maturity is actually a skill, it doesn't happen magically. It requires self awareness, reflection, intentional practice, and actually effort. I want you to think of the chemistry when it comes to relationships. It's the spark that brings two people together. Think of emotional maturity as the fuel that keeps the relationship alive. No matter how strong the connection, without this maturity, it will just fizzle off. Here are 8 signs to show that you are emotionally mature. Number one, you're able to be empathetic, stepping outside of your own feelings and seeing what the other person might be going through. For example, emotional maturity in a relationship might look like maybe they're really stressed out today. What can I do to help? Number two, you recognize and express your feelings. Not only do you understand what you're feeling, you're able to express it without attacking. For example, someone might say, "You don't care about my feelings." Instead, emotional maturity says, "I miss you. I feel disconnected. Can we talk about how we can improve our connection?" See the difference? Not attacking, just speaking and expressing. Number three, something I've struggled with and I'm working really hard to overcome: being flexible and open minded. Lord knows life doesn't go as planned. In my brain, when I was like 20 or 21, I've already planned out how my life should have been. And oh my God, it's totally derailed. Some things has happened, others haven't. But emotional maturity is able to take life and its challenges and its twists and turns and say, okay, what can I do here without losing your joy? Number four, you can form secure and healthy relationships. You build trust and connections by taking responsibility for your part of the relationship. I know for me, initially, I used to shut down during conflicts, but I'm learning to listen and to communicate. And I'm also realizing that as I communicate, the bond gets stronger because I'm able to be me authentically, and then the person is able to be themselves. Number five, are you able to take responsibility truly for your actions? When something happens, are you able to own it, apologize, adjust, and adapt? For example, I had a client that struggled with perfectionism. He became very successful at being an entrepreneur as a coping strategy for his childhood criticism. His overachievement was tied to his past and trying to undo that past. Emotional maturity is able to act in the here and now and not letting your past dictate your present. Number six, setting healthy boundaries and sticking to them. I know sometimes in conflicts, we might just want to run away. I tend to do that. But the reality is, even in conflict, I can say, I'm actually not okay with this, and ditching the guilt for standing up for yourself. Number seven, you're able to resolve conflict constructively. Disagreements aren't threats, they're actual opportunities. So you can express yourself, but not going into rage or a place where you're not really proud of. The reality is, yelling and name calling, it actually creates a cycle of hurt. And if unchecked and unmanaged, it could become extremely abusive. So, learning how to constructively express yourself is really helpful. And number eight, you manage stress in a healthy way. You don't just shove it down, you don't ignore it, you deal with it and you take actionable steps to manage it. I know for me, when I'm very stressed out and life is just so busy, sometimes I don't even recognize I'm stressed. And then my body tells on me, whether I start getting headaches, whether my heart starts beating really, really fast, or sometimes just zoning out because I just have so much on my mind. So, being intentional about how you manage your stress level is important. So, here are 4 practical tips to help you grow into a mature human being. Number 1, reflect on your early coping mechanisms. For example, for me, it was people pleasing, overachieving, avoiding conflict, and recognizing that and choosing to act different. Number 2, identify the belief systems that no longer serve you, like I have to be perfect or I can't trust anyone. Write them down and challenge them, because if you're not actively working on it, you naturally go into default. 3, it's okay to risk change and practice new behavior. Start small, speaking up in meetings or sharing your opinions without fear of judgment. Number 4, practice speaking for and not from your feelings. Instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when I can't speak about my ideas. Can we talk about it?" Again, offering a bridge, an opportunity to express. Emotional maturity affects your entire life, your work, your studies, your romantic relationships, and even your friendships. So it's worth taking the time to grow.